What's up? Welcome into your Daily Buckeye Blitz for Tuesday, July 18th, 2023. I'm your host, Joe from the Buckeye Cast. Appreciate you joining me. Please hit that subscribe button. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you. Today, we're talking condition of the position. I'm trying to mix these up in between all the recruiting talk, keep you guessing every day. I don't like to just kill you with recruiting all day long because you could do theoretically like a 24/7 show. No, I mean like 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. I could do a show on just recruiting. People would eat it up. But some people want to actually talk about the team that's playing this year. So that's what we're doing today. We're talking condition of the position, the running backs. Let's get into it. Tony Alford's room. Let's talk about how many years remaining each of these guys have. Maya Williams, 2 seasons, actually. So Chip Trainum, 2 seasons. Travion, 2 seasons. Evan Pryor has 3. Remember, he had the medical red shirt. And then Dallin Hayden has 3 as well. So this returning production is a little intimidating because, well, it's not surprising because nobody left. Returning production, 98.7% of rushing attempts, 99.5% rushing yards, and 96.4% rushing touchdowns. So that's what happens when the entire room returns. Basically, it's 100% across the board. But in 2024, we're going to get into a little more detail, but we do have 3 commits, 3 running back commits, which is very unusual. James Peoples, Jordan Lyle, and Sam Williams-Dixon. We're going to talk about them at the end. But for now, we're going to talk about how does 2023 look? How does this season look for the running back room? We've got 5 real options at running back. So obviously, you got great depth in the room. It's going to be a competitive fall camp with 5 healthy guys. Travion's back from his surgery on his foot. Mayan is 100% healthy, and Evan Pryor is at full 100% strength from his knee injury. So you got to rebuild offensive line. You got to remember that you're replacing 3 positions there. You got a new quarterback for sure, and you don't know which quarterback they're going to go with here, but the offense could rely heavily on the running game, especially early on. So it's up to Tony Alford to figure out how to divvy up these carries, how to ride the hot hand till he gets tired, then get somebody else in there. So obviously, Mayan Williams, Travion Henderson are at the top. Those are made men in this running back room. Both of them dealt with injuries last year. So with Travion especially, I think it's fair to say that durability is a concern with him. But Mayan was 9th in the country last year in average yards after contact. Henderson was 8th in that category his freshman year in 2021. So these guys are built to take on contact and keep on trucking. But last year, with the injuries and everything, they kind of faded down the stretch, really. Dallin Hayden came in, added a little burst, was a pleasant surprise with the workload last year. He's a running back who doesn't press the issue. You could say Travion does that a little bit more, maybe isn't as patient, but Dallin uses his natural vision to find the opening. And he's bigger and stronger now. He's put on about 10 pounds of muscle in the off season. He's not a track guy, he's not going to outrun many defenders, but he is probably the most consistent back from play to play. You're not going to see him getting tackled in the backfield very often, kind of like a Zeke Elliott. Remember, he almost never was taken for a loss. Then you got Chip Trainum. He has that combo of physicality and speed, size. He saw some action against Michigan last year. I thought he looked pretty good. Might have been smart to kind of hand it off to him a few more times, in my opinion, but whatever. Then you got Evan Pryor. He brings some explosiveness and the pass catching ability to the offense. So that's huge because that's a different dimension than some of the other guys bring. So let's look at after the 2023 season, 2024 and beyond. Running back room is going to look very different after this year. Alford went heavy on running backs in the 24 class. We know that. Most likely Mayan and Travion will go to the NFL after this year, assuming they're healthy, of course. So the Buckeyes won't be bringing back 5 scholarship players after this year. Dallin Hayden will probably step up into the RB1 position it'll be his 3rd year in 24. Then you got Chip Trainum, Evan Pryor. They're definitely going to fill it into the rotation somehow. We'll see what happens with them. But as of right now, the running back room really looks to be in a good place in the 24 season and going forward. James Peoples, we mentioned earlier, the 4-star running back out of Texas, is an RB1 type of back. He's got that combination of power, speed, and balance. Jordan Lyles, a lot like Evan Pryor, more shifty, got explosiveness. And Sam Williams-Dixon is labeled as an athlete by the recruiting services versus being a pure running back. He's like that H-back Curtis Samuel type. So think of that when you think of SWD. And running back is a position where players can contribute early, like we saw with Dallin Hayden last year. And the 2024 class will have opportunities behind Hayden and Pryor. Not sure Chip is ever going to be able to crack that I don't know, 3 deep. Would he be 3rd in 2024 in that room? It'd be his final year. He'll be out of eligibility. So I don't know if Chip, I don't know. Anyways, you got Hayden and Pryor, probably your 1-2 punch. Then Chip maybe 3rd, and then you got the young guys coming in, Peoples, Lyle. Sam Williams-Dixon will probably get some time with the receivers to work on his receiving and route running skills. So all that to say that going forward, this class looks loaded. Hopefully, Tony Alford can keep everybody happy and in the room. Hopefully, Dallin Hayden is okay with maybe probably going to have fewer snaps this year. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he has fewer snaps than he had last year. Hopefully he's okay with that. But should he move on, you still got some quality in that room with Evan Pryor and the young guys coming in the 24 class. Then looking at the 2025 class, we don't have any commits, but we've got a lot of dudes on the radar. The number 1 running back in the class from out in Cali, Jordan Davison, something like that. He looks really good. But that 25 class could be another one where you're going to bring in multiple backs in that class. So probably not 3, but I could easily see the Buckeyes bringing in 2. And what style of back are they going to do? It looks like Tony Alford has 2 types that he likes to bring in. He likes, the James Peoples type, the great combination of all the skills. And then he also likes having an explosive, shifty guy like a Jordan Lyle or, an Evan Pryor, So we'll see what happens going forward. But I feel this room is one of the healthiest on the team. And I think that we're gonna see an excellent display of 3 to 4 backs this year, barring injury, of course. So let me know what you guys think. How you feeling about this running back room? Hit me up. Talk to you later. Go Bucks.